We're going to leave it there. Chip will.
Yes, I can remember the last time I was dishonest, and it actually makes me quite sick. I was being interviewed by the SEC, and I think I had to say what wasn't true in order to, how can I say this? If I would have said what was true, then I would have spent 3 or 4 years in court, flying back and forth from Vancouver to who knows where in the United States. And I probably will have lost $1 billion in stock value. But more so, I just had 3 kids at a very young age, and I wasn't willing to be away from them. And that took more precedence over telling the truth.
Will you just give viewers context of, like, you know, I was here at the time and they were asking about X. The viewers are going to be like, holy what is he talking about? Will you just add in full sentences, like, just help orient viewers so they're not completely flummoxed by that?
No, I won't.
You're just going to leave it mysterious?
Yeah.
All right, well, I honestly want to know more.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Ambition and success are similar, but they are not the same. You can be ambitious and a total failure. You can be a success with no ambition at all. If you call someone ambitious, you might not even mean it as a compliment. You might be trying to say they're more of a schemer than a dreamer. The truth is, ambition can be a little embarrassing. The coolest kind of success doesn't seem effortful. It's less manifested than destined. Total ambition about everything, like no ambition about anything, isn't always so ideal. I read this thing in Bloomberg Business Week about the Google billionaire Sergey Brin, who has spent years backing a secret mission to build giant airships. The rumors he spent more than like $250 million. Now, people don't really know what he's up to, and that can be kind of intriguing, but also kind of scary. And yet, he presses on. So how much ambition is the right amount? And who is to say? Let's be ambitious. We're gonna try to figure it out together tonight.
It's the Business Week Show.
Welcome to the Business Week Show. Tonight, ambition. The guest who is sitting at this table with me right now has been called the most exciting Black American scholar ever. And that's because the ambitious work that Dr. Cornell West does as an activist, as a philosopher, as an intellectual in this world, and he aims for nothing less than disrupting and interrupting the landscape of power as we know it. Dr. Cornell West, thank you for being here.
It's a blessing to sit here with you, man.
It's so good to have you here.
Definitely.
Ambition is a complicated subject, but it's a deep one. When is ambition something to be ashamed of? And when is it something to revel in and celebrate?
As long as ambition has a spiritual and moral dimension to it, it's a beautiful thing. Tolstoy was ambitious. Toni Morrison was ambitious. John Coltrane was ambitious. Stephen Sondheim was ambitious. All of these folk who were ambitious really were people who had a profound vocation. See, the vocation not the same. You're going to get caught up in the dominant forces. And what are the dominant forces of our day? Markets, buying, selling, spectacle, image, celebrity.
Let's go back.
Too much narcissism of others as well as self. But it's always been that way. See, I'm not an alarmist about that.
No, doesn't alarm me.
Oh, no, every moment of human history. It's been a history that's pretty ugly, man. You know, the challenge is all of the species.
I want to mention something about Donald Trump, which is that
yes.
a year before the 2016 election, I sat with him. I reported on his corporate bankruptcies. There were many things that surprised me about being in his presence and talking to him. But one of them back then was he had never had any kind of representative role before in his life. He went from not representing anyone politically to being president. I think it's essentially fair to say the same thing about you. Tell us about why you're qualified in a way that he wasn't in this life you've had where you've done many things, but being a political leader in the regular sense is not one of them.
Yeah, I mean, one is that anytime you engage in high quality service to others, no matter what the context, you have to come with a spirit of humility. You learn and listen. So I'd have to have some high quality folk around me who have spent time in the machinations of the system. But you're right, never holding office. So I'd have to come in with a spirit of humility. But most important, you see, we're at the edge of a cliff when it comes to the United States. It's a very, very sad moment because the worst of any country, just like the worst of any human being, is allowed that hatred and greed, especially when it's organized, institutionalized, and routinized. It's just almost subversive to try to have integrity, honesty, and decency in a lot of our context. So for me, my role is to reintroduce America to the best of itself. Because we've had some great figures and traditions in the United States. We really have.
have a financial question. You
Yes.
mentioned the word accountability. You know,
Yeah.
there are reports that you have owed hundreds of thousands of dollars
Absolutely.
in federal taxes, and then a
Absolutely.
smaller amount, I think tens of thousands of dollars in child
Yeah,
support.
that was the one that was a lie. I've never actually had any child back
Okay.
payment in that sense, though.
Let's talk about
But the taxes,
taxes.
very much. Oh, yes.
It's fair to hold candidates to really high standards.
I agree.
What happened so that you didn't pay, you know, whatever was owed?
Well, one, I've always been broke as the Ten Commandments financially. I've had heavy debts and obligations, both with family as well as getting behind. You see, I had student loans when I first came out, and I got behind way back in the 80s. And there was a time when I had multiple audits. I had knocks on the door to get a subpoena Christmas Eve. And I said, dang, could you all wait for another day? I know I'm behind. But the good news has always been that I set up installment plans. And I've always done that because it's true, and I think that people are right to raise these questions, that money's never really meant that much to me. It really, as long as I can keep my money flow, I live from paycheck to paycheck. And that's true for 63% of my fellow citizens in the country. Richest nation in the history of the world. You got CEOs running around here, multi-million dollars every year. And these precious citizens barely making it. I do, in fact, recognize my checks are bigger, but my debts are bigger. And I've always been chasing that next check in order to make it, but I've always been open about that.
Is it something that you're going to work on, I guess, now and but before the election to try
Well,
to
it's the
clear
same
away?
because I've always had the installment plans in place. But you see, the important thing is that truth is a ragged edge. You see, if you're really committed to truth, it means you're not just speaking truth to powerless, you're also speaking. And I'm wrestling with this every day. Kendrick Lamar has the same wrestling. I like that. Any decent human being does. Michael Hurley does.
Michael Hurley.
Oh, yes, those valley of tears that he finds himself in, stealing the right to live. Tell the truth, Brother Michael, about yourself. But he bounced back. Tupac bounces back. I attempt to bounce back, but it's human, all the way down, Brother Max.
Let's talk about capitalism. Do you feel optimistic, something akin to optimistic about American capitalism? Can you imagine a world where capitalism somehow allows us to envision a world where that happens?
Well, one is that you can never downplay the creativity of human beings. There's no doubt that the virtues of markets have to do with scientific breakthroughs and technological innovations. It's a beautiful thing. What you have to do is to make sure the markets are subordinate to public welfare. But unfortunately, especially in the United States, it's very difficult to be optimistic about American capitalism. It's had a long time to generate these results. In my campaign, I'm calling for an abolition of poverty, abolition of homelessness, strong defense of workers, strong defense of women, control over bodies and so forth, and a real accountability of the organized greed at the top. You see, so in that sense, I wouldn't say optimistic, but I'm not optimistic about anything.
You're
That's
not?
very important. Oh,
you,
no.
You seem like an optimist to me.
Oh, no, I'm a blues man. There's no optimism in the blues.
I want to ask you not about what other people think, but about what you would think and how you would self-examine if the day came when, as Republicans, I think, ambitiously hope in their own way, you peel off votes from Biden, Trump wins. How will it square with your values and your internal voice? What would happen on that day if that day came?
I think we have to be, even in the political context, even though we're aware of strategic and tactical considerations, you do have to be honest about what's inside of you. And let me give you an example of this. I mean, you know 40% of U.S. citizens don't vote at all, and that's what I'm targeting. And 62% of those who vote third party, either Libertarian or Green, say they would never, ever vote for Democrats or Republicans. So we're only talking about a small slice. But I can tell you this, the flip side is, if I remain silent, or if I begin talking about how wonderful Biden is when I don't believe it, that's a violation of my integrity. So that I do understand, you know, that kind of finger pointing, you are the cause of fascism in America because you got 4% and so and so and so. Yes, that's something that I wrestle with. That's part of that Civil War The battlefield of my soul, too.
What I'm learning is that your real ambition is to be a kind of transcendent existential pressure inside the country to provide something that you think is not there.
Well, it's a beautiful way of putting it, but I wouldn't use the word transcendent. See, I'm a funk master. It's not transcendent. It's immanent. It's grounded in the culture and lived experiences of ordinary people, or those Sly Stone call everyday people. And that's true for all of the social movements. They have transcendent visions because it embraces everybody, no matter what color and gender and so forth. But it is in the funk. And the problem of America is it tends to deodorize its funk. When you playing your guitar, you know where the funky notes are, you see.
Only wrong thing you said is that I don't think I'm a very funky guitar player.
Well, you sound good to me.
Okay,
So I'm telling you that.
I'll take it. Dr. Cornell West, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really, really enjoyed it.
This was wonderful, though, brother.
It was wonderful for me. Coming up next, a director, a model, an activist, but is she ambitious? Stay tuned. What do you call it when high-end American fashion all but leaves out the faces of black women? You call it high-end American fashion. The guest who's sitting with me at this table didn't just reshape what beauty looks like on TV, in magazines, and on runways. She helped debunk the myth that the imagery of black beauty does not sell. Beth Ann Hardison's ambition as a model agency owner, and as an advocate wasn't just to thrive, which she did, it was to blaze paths for other people to follow. And now, at 81, she is the co-director and the subject of an ambitious new film called Invisible Beauty. Beth Ann Hardison, so glad you're here.
Thank you.
Can we talk about just like the very specific word ambition? There's something I think maybe sometimes it's like has a little like a little glow of nastiness maybe. You know, like ambition sounds a little bit meaner than like drive or determination. To me, you're such an interesting and ambitious person. What does like how do you even feel about the word?
It's not like I don't like the word. I just don't think that I really am the one who really demonstrates it in the way that I think it's meant. Ambition to me is someone who actually plans to actually do something. Becoming a doctor, a singer, a musician, the ambition has to be there, the passion has to be there. I come along like a troubleshooter, but it's not a plan before that until I see the problem. To me, that's just like someone who's a house cleaner. You know, they're domestic. They just go, oh, there's dust on the thing. Oh, let me just wipe that off.
And that's you.
That's me to me.
I want to ask you about your son though, because when you modeled, you always kept a second job. And one reason why is that you were raising sort of semi-secretly from the industry a kid. You had a child.
Yeah.
You've said, my son and I needed to cross the line, the winning line. He became an actor. He played Dwayne Wayne on A Different World. How did you encourage a sense of ambition in him? And tell us about the toll that it took on your relationship.
I think what it really was is that, you know, I got pregnant when I was a young girl, and I think it was a fear of just failing. I got lucky that it worked out another way, and I wind up being successful in my own way, you know. But I think the reason why I was like had to give Kadeem something to do is because he never knew what he wanted to be.
I love the story that you gave him a scene to be a boy with a missing dog. You know, you turned him on to acting. You encouraged it. But look, I mean, it was your idea, not his. Do you have you thought yourself, or have you talked to him about the way that instilling ambition in other people can sometimes be a little dangerous?
I don't think it's, and I like that you're stuck on this word ambition, because you and I should go out on a date. We can argue this point.
Oh, thank you so much. It's the first time I've been asked out on this television show. Thank you, Beth.
Because I tell you, I didn't think I was trying to impose ambition. That's for you to do on your own. I think what I was doing is really basically giving him an opportunity to grasp something. Ambition, I don't think you can really teach people ambition.
Let's talk about you and your drive and your career. So in 1980, you became an agent at Click Models. I think you represented a very young Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Then you start your own agency.
Yeah.
It's Beth Ann Management.
Yeah.
And you discover Veronica Webb.
Yeah.
Then you discover Tyson Beckford,
Yeah.
whose contract with Ralph Lauren was, I think, also
Yeah, that was
major.
major.
What did it feel like to channel your drive, your ambition, if you want, through other people to help them succeed? It was no longer about you as a model. You were channeling other people. How did that feel?
I didn't want to have a model agency. The last thing I wanted was a model agency, but they made me do it. Most things that I'm doing, someone made me do it. It's never my ambition to say, oh, I'm going to do this.
Will you let me try to be ambitious myself and push back on something?
Go ahead.
Okay. We talk about your extremely ambitious career, and you're like, no, I wasn't really that ambitious. We talk about your son, who you push into acting, and you were like, well, no, I wasn't really doing that. Then we talk about you starting a modeling agency, and you say, oh, I didn't want to start a modeling agency.
It's true.
But Beth Ann, is it possible that that there's something about you and the way that you look at your career where you undersell the challenges that you faced instead of doing what most people do, which is oversell them?
Yeah. I'll even get better. I didn't have a career. What I have is many different things I do. You know, I used to have people who stand behind me, and I used to say, this is my backup band. They can explain me better than I can. And people would step in front of me when I would be introduced to someone. They say, oh, please, she's so modest. Let me tell you what she's done. I don't take it on so well. I see that.
Why do you think that is?
I think because I don't think that much of it in the act of doing it. I think that it's something that just had to be done. Someone had to do it.
be a little less rosy now.
Okay.
So in 96, you closed your agency.
Yeah.
You moved to Mexico. You said, I had no idea what I'd do next because I had no ambition. I had no ambition. If you have no ambition, you don't know what you're going to do. You just make sure you don't sink. Well said. I mean, you
I got
said
some
it.
good quotes.
You said it.
Those things. Oh my gosh.
How did that feel? Take me back to Mexico when it was like you had nothing doing after this decades of action.
I basically knew that I was having a nice downtime. It was good. And I didn't have to worry about doing too much. I still had to work a little bit because I still had Tyson. And then I started getting those calls. I think when I left the industry, New York Times had written an article on me saying who was going to do the work that I had been doing and how important it was. And I was like, oh, please, I'm out of here. You know, don't put that on me. Someone else can pick it up. And then when I started getting those calls about the models had disappeared and all, and I was getting these calls from Naomi, and you got to come back, you got to come back. And I wasn't going that long. It was like 3-4 months or something.
Just to expand on what you're saying that Naomi Campbell
Yes.
was calling you
Yes.
to say the black models are disappearing.
Yes. Yeah.
And I want to give a little bit more context. You had started an advocacy group called Black Girls Coalition.
Yes.
And that was an advocacy group for models with Aman, with Naomi Campbell.
Yeah, but it was when it first started, just to be clear, when it first started, it was just to celebrate the girls, to introduce them to each other, because so many of them were working, you know, doing editorial, which had never happened before, but they don't know that. They're the first ones on the scene. I've been around. I've known this is the first time. Then eventually, in about 4 years later, 3 or 4 years later, I decided to go up against the advertising industry.
Right.
Because they were not reflecting their consumer.
And you tell me you're not ambitious.
No, that's not hey, can I get a...
because this is serious stuff. I mean, look, the reality is you played a really important role in getting black faces onto runways and into magazines. But then lo and behold, what happens? The faces start disappearing. Things, the diversity, as it so often does in corporate America, especially,
Swings.
it makes progress and then it comes back.
Yeah.
What was it like to see failure following progress? And what did you do about it?
Well, that's the thing. You always say, you know, you go 3 steps forward and you fall 4 steps back or something like that. And it took me 4 years before I can really get back on that horse. I'm coming back and okay. That wasn't so much like ambition to me. That's more like, once again, like revolutionary. That I live with very well. I believe I am. I know I am.
I want to bring up something else you said, and it's about change. You said, I always know, because I've lived life long enough, you can change things. You might need to be foot against your pedal, but you can change things.
Yeah.
There are so many forms of like being driven, you know, but I feel like it's so rare for people to aim to make things better for other people instead of themselves.
I think when I leave here, I'm going to feel different. I think you're really convincing me. I'm going to go out of here with my head held high and a big head, too. I'm going to swell this head up, and I'm going to try and get through that door.
Well, then I'll walk out with a swollen head, too, if that's what you're saying. I think I want to end, if you don't mind, Beth Ann. At the end of your film, you talk about dying,
Yeah,
going home.
yeah.
A good end to a good life? I mean, that seems like the most beautiful ambition that I could think of, I think. If you don't mind talking about it, what would you like it to feel like?
When I leave this earth, not so painful. I want people to celebrate, have a good time. I know I'm going to be buried upstate New York in a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful cemetery. And I just hope that I just cruise right along and that something is left behind that remembers. One thing I would like to do, and this is requiring ambition,
Okay.
I want to do a one-woman show.
Are you going to do it? What's stopping you?
Yeah, I got to finish this film, the film keeps going on. And also I just need to finish this book. And, you know, fear stops me, you know, because that's scary. The one-woman show is not like a stand-up comedian. I'm going to do it interactively with the audience. I'm just going to tell stories. But I always wanted to do that.
Will it be okay if I or if the world remembers you as an ambitious woman?
Yeah, you can do anything you want once I'm gone.
It's a deal. Beth Ann Hardison, thank you so much for being here.
I'm happy I came. I learned a lot about me this time.
So did I.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. It was extremely ambitious to think that we could learn about ambition, how much of it is enough, how much of it is too much, by just asking ambitious people to tell us. As it turns out, sometimes we can easily recognize the ambition inside of us, and then sometimes we totally rebel against the very concept. Maybe the lesson is that ambition is something to recognize inside of ourselves and something to be proud of, as long as it's wielded wisely. Maybe the most ambitious form of ambition is the kind that's generous and humble. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you'll join us next time.
That little inch makes a difference. How do I waste time when like now, I'm wasting time right now.
I don't think I'm proud of any virtue, but I'm blessed to be able to cultivate the highest virtue, which is that of love.
The most valuable
네가 스친 공기마다 온도가 달라져 평범했던 하루가 조금씩 기울어 말하지 않은 사이에도 모든 게 달라져 보이지 않는 힘이 나를 붙들어 한 발 물러서려 해도 발끝이 멈춰서 지워내려 할수록 더 선명해져 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 멀어지려 할수록 가까워져 멈추고 싶은데 이미 늦어버린 걸 이 마음이 나를 끌어당겨 빛이 닿지 않는 곳에도 너의 흔적이 있어 사소한 표정 하나에 모든 게 흔들려 아무 일 아닌 척 웃어 보이지만 내 안의 균형은 조용히 무너져 지우면 변할까 아니면 더 아플까 스스로 묻지만 답은 없어 밀어내도 되돌아오는 이름 놓아도 손에 남는 체온 벗어나면 나는 나일까 아니면 이미 너로 채워진 걸까 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 돌아서려 해도 멈출 수 없어 지워지지 않는 이 낯선 중력에 나는 또다시 붙잡혀 멀어질수록 더 가까워지는 이 감정의 한가운데 네가 스친 공기마다 온도가 달라져 평범했던 하루가 조금씩 기울어 말하지 않은 사이에도 모든 게 달라져 보이지 않는 힘이 나를 붙들어 한 발 물러서려 해도 발끝이 멈춰서 지워내려 할수록 더 선명해져 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 멀어지려 할수록 가까워져 멈추고 싶은데 이미 늦어버린 걸 이 마음이 나를 끌어당겨 빛이 닿지 않는 곳에도 너의 흔적이 있어 사소한 표정 하나에 모든 게 흔들려 아무 일 아닌 척 웃어 보이지만 내 안의 균형은 조용히 무너져 지우면 변할까 아니면 더 아플까 스스로 묻지만 답은 없어 벗어나면 나는 나일까 아니면 이미 너로 채워진 걸까 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 돌아서려 해도 멈출 수 없어 지워지지 않는 이 낯선 중력에 나는 또다시 붙잡혀 멀어질수록 더 가까워지는 이 감정의 한가운데 네가 스친 공기마다 온도가 달라져 평범했던 하루가 조금씩 기울어 말하지 않은 사이에도 모든 게 달라져 보이지 않는 힘이 나를 붙들어 한 발 물러서려 해도 발끝이 멈춰서 지워내려 할수록 더 선명해져 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 멀어지려 할수록 가까워져 멈추고 싶은데 이미 늦어버린 걸 이 마음이 나를 끌어당겨 빛이 닿지 않는 곳에도 너의 흔적이 있어 사소한 표정 하나에 모든 게 흔들려 아무 일 아닌 척 웃어 보이지만 내 안의 균형은 조용히 무너져 지우면 변할까 아니면 더 아플까 스스로 묻지만 답은 없어 밀어내도 되돌아오는 이름 놓아도 손에 남는 체온 벗어나면 나는 나일까 아니면 이미 너로 채워진 걸까 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 돌아서려 해도 멈출 수 없어 지워지지 않는 이 낯선 중력에 나는 또다시 붙잡혀 멀어질수록 더 가까워지는 이 감정의 한가운데 네가 스친 공기마다 온도가 달라져 평범했던 하루가 조금씩 기울어 말하지 않은 사이에도 모든 게 달라져 보이지 않는 힘이 나를 붙들어 한 발 물러서려 해도 발끝이 멈춰서 지워내려 할수록 더 선명해져 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 멀어지려 할수록 가까워져 멈추고 싶은데 이미 늦어버린 걸 이 마음이 나를 끌어당겨 빛이 닿지 않는 곳에도 너의 흔적이 있어 사소한 표정 하나에 모든 게 흔들려 아무 일 아닌 척 웃어 보이지만 내 안의 균형은 조용히 무너져 지우면 변할까 아니면 더 아플까 스스로 묻지만 답은 없어 밀어내도 되돌아오는 이름 놓아도 손에 남는 체온 벗어나면 나는 나일까 아니면 이미 너로 채워진 걸까 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 돌아서려 해도 멈출 수 없어 지워지지 않는 이 낯선 중력에 나는 또다시 붙잡혀 멀어질수록 더 가까워지는 이 감정의 한가운데 네가 스친 공기마다 온도가 달라져 평범했던 하루가 조금씩 기울어 말하지 않은 사이에도 모든 게 달라져 보이지 않는 힘이 나를 붙들어 한 발 물러서려 해도 발끝이 멈춰서 지워내려 할수록 더 선명해져 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 멀어지려 할수록 가까워져 멈추고 싶은데 이미 늦어버린 걸 이 마음이 나를 끌어당겨 빛이 닿지 않는 곳에도 너의 흔적이 있어 사소한 표정 하나에 모든 게 흔들려 아무 일 아닌 척 웃어 보이지만 내 안의 균형은 조용히 무너져 지우면 변할까 아니면 더 아플까 스스로 묻지만 답은 없어 밀어내도 되돌아오는 이름 놓아도 손에 남는 체온 벗어나면 나는 나일까 아니면 이미 너로 채워진 걸까 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 돌아서려 해도 멈출 수 없어 지워지지 않는 스친 공기마다 온도가 달라져 평범했던 하루가 조금씩 기울어 말하지 않은 사이에도 모든 게 달라져 보이지 않는 힘이 나를 붙들어 한 발 물러서려 해도 발끝이 멈춰서 지워내려 할수록 더 선명해져 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 멀어지려 할수록 가까워져 멈추고 싶은데 이미 늦어버린 걸 이 마음이 나를 끌어당겨 빛이 닿지 않는 곳에도 너의 흔적이 있어 사소한 표정 하나에 모든 게 흔들려 아무 일 아닌 척 웃어 보이지만 내 안의 균형은 조용히 무너져 지우면 변할까 아니면 더 아플까 스스로 묻지만 답은 없어 밀어내도 되돌아오는 이름 놓아도 손에 남는 체온 벗어나면 나는 나일까 아니면 이미 너로 채워진 걸까 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 돌아서려 해도 멈출 수 없어 지워지지 않는 이 낯선 중력에 나는 또다시 붙잡혀 멀어질수록 더 가까워지는 이 감정의 한가운데 네가 스친 공기마다 온도가 달라져 평범했던 하루가 조금씩 기울어 말하지 않은 사이에도 모든 게 달라져 보이지 않는 힘이 나를 붙들어 한 발 물러서려 해도 발끝이 멈춰서 지워내려 할수록 더 선명해져 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 멀어지려 할수록 가까워져 멈추고 싶은데 이미 늦어버린 걸 이 마음이 나를 끌어당겨 빛이 닿지 않는 곳에도 너의 흔적이 있어 사소한 표정 하나에 모든 게 흔들려 아무 일 아닌 척 웃어 보이지만 내 안의 균형은 조용히 무너져 지우면 변할까 아니면 더 아플까 스스로 묻지만 답은 없어 벗어나면 나는 나일까 아니면 이미 너로 채워진 걸까 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 돌아서려 해도 멈출 수 없어 지워지지 않는 이 낯선 중력에 나는 또다시 붙잡혀 멀어질수록 더 가까워지는 이 감정의 한가운데 네가 스친 공기마다 온도가 달라져 평범했던 하루가 조금씩 기울어 말하지 않은 사이에도 모든 게 달라져 보이지 않는 힘이 나를 붙들어 한 발 물러서려 해도 발끝이 멈춰서 지워내려 할수록 더 선명해져 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 멀어지려 할수록 가까워져 멈추고 싶은데 이미 늦어버린 걸 이 마음이 나를 끌어당겨 빛이 닿지 않는 곳에도 너의 흔적이 있어 사소한 표정 하나에 모든 게 흔들려 아무 일 아닌 척 웃어 보이지만 내 안의 균형은 조용히 무너져 지우면 변할까 아니면 더 아플까 스스로 묻지만 답은 없어 밀어내도 되돌아오는 이름 놓아도 손에 남는 체온 벗어나면 나는 나일까 아니면 이미 너로 채워진 걸까 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 돌아서려 해도 멈출 수 없어 지워지지 않는 이 낯선 중력에 나는 또다시 붙잡혀 멀어질수록 더 가까워지는 이 감정의 한가운데 네가 스친 공기마다 온도가 달라져 평범했던 하루가 조금씩 기울어 말하지 않은 사이에도 모든 게 달라져 보이지 않는 힘이 나를 붙들어 한 발 물러서려 해도 발끝이 멈춰서 멈춰서 지워내려 할수록 더 선명해져. 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 멀어지려 할수록 가까워져. 멈추고 싶은데 이미 늦어버린 걸. 이 마음이 나를 끌어당겨. 빛이 닿지 않는 곳에도 너의 흔적이 있어. 사소한 표정 하나에 모든 게 흔들려. 아무 일 아닌 척 웃어 보이지만 내 안의 균형은 조용히 무너져. 지우면 변할까 아니면 더 아플까 스스로 묻지만 답은 없어. 밀어내도 되돌아오는 이름 놓아도 손에 남는 체온. 벗어나면 나는 나일까 아니면 이미 너로 채워진 걸까. 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 돌아서려 해도 멈출 수 없어. 지워지지 않는 이 낯선 중력에 나는 또다시 붙잡혀. 멀어질수록 더 가까워지는 이 감정의 한가운데. 네가 스친 공기마다 온도가 달라져. 평범했던 하루가 조금씩 기울어. 말하지 않은 사이에도 모든 게 달라져. 보이지 않는 힘이 나를 붙들어. 한 발 물러서려 해도 발끝이 멈춰서 지워내려 할수록 더 선명해져.
바람이 지나 머리를 스쳐 작은 멜로디 거리로 번져. 익숙한 골목 낯선 이야기. 오늘의 나는 조금 달라. 조용한 헐빛 리듬을 타고 이 밤이 나를 부른다. Slow city light shining tonight. Slow city lights feel so right. 흘러가는 밤 그 사이로 slow city lights stay tonight. 잠들지 않는 도시의 숨. 그 안에서 나는 걸어. 조금 느리게 하지만 free. Slow city lights, slow city night. Slow city lights, feel so right. 어제의 시간 멀어지고 slow city lights, I feel alive. 어쩐지 오늘 가벼운 마음 멈췄던 시간 천천히 움직여 이 밤이 나를 데려가 Slow city lights shining tonight Slow city lights feel so right 흐르는 이 밤 다가가는 Slow city lights hold me tight 바람이 지나 머리를 스쳐 작은 멜로디 거리로 번져 익숙한 골목 낯선 이야기 오늘의 나는 조금 달라 조용한 heartbeat 리듬을 타고 이 밤이 나를 부른다 Slow city light shining tonight Slow city lights feel so right 흘러가는 밤 그 사이로 Slow city lights stay tonight 잠들지 않는 도시의 숨 그 안에서 나는 걸어 조금 느리게 하지만 free Slow city lights Slow city lights Slow city lights feel so right 어제의 시간 멀어지고 Slow city lights I feel 늦은 밤 거리 조용한 리듬 불빛 사이로 흐르는 feeling 사람들 속에 스치는 순간 어쩐지 오늘 가벼운 마음 멈췄던 시간 천천히 움직여 이 밤이 나를 데려가 Slow city lights shining tonight Slow city lights
Still burns a quiet flame
hurry to hurry
still remains
in a distant room, cold winter light, 7 shadows out of sight, a fragile voice, the air was thin, but time began. began to breathe within.
No name to hold, no place to stay, only a song that would not fade.
No road, no home, no way to turn, only a voice we never learned.
Harry rang, my home. Across the night, across the time, I am not alone. Harry rang, calling through the wind.
A voice that crossed 100 years
Now lives in me again. Through the wires and through the dust, through forgotten, broken trust, a sound remains where words are gone. A quiet truth still holding on.
I hear it where the silence stays between the dark and yesterday.
No map, no sign, no place to be, only a song inside of me. Harry rang, my home. Across the night, across the time, I am not alone. Harry rang, calling through the wind. A voice that crossed 100 years now lives in me again. If I was there, would I have known the weight inside that fragile tone?
A single breath, a trembling line, still moving through this heart of mine.
Not just a song,
Not just a sound,
a place that never settled down. Harry rang, my home. Across the night, across the time, I am not alone. Harry rang, still it calls my name. A voice that left a century still burns a quiet flame. Still remains.
돌아서려 해도 멈출 수 없어. 지워지지 않는 이 낯선 중력에 나는 또다시 붙잡혀. 멀어질수록 더 가까워지는 이 감정의 한가운데 네가 스친 공기마다 온도가 달라져. 평범했던 하루가 조금씩 기울어. 말 말하지 않은 사이에도 모든 게 달라져. 보이지 않는 힘이 나를 붙들어. 한 발 물러서려 해도 발끝이 멈춰서 지워내려 할수록 더 선명해져. 나는 너를 향해 기울어진 하루 속에 멀어지려 할수록 가까워져. 멈추고 싶은데 이미 늦어버린 걸. 이 마음이 나를 끌어당겨. 빛이 닿지 않는 곳에도 너의 흔적이 있어. 사소한 표정 하나에 모든 게 흔들려. 아무리 아닌 척해서 보이지만 내 안에 그녀는 조용히 무너져. 지우면 변할까? 아니면 더 아플까? 스스로 묻지만
Ricordo che non va via.
Tra le vie bianche di Positano sento il passo del tuo cuore. Ogni brezza porta il tuo nome, leggero come un fiore d'estate.
Amore mio, resta qui, sotto il cielo che arde d'oro.
E nel vento sento te, come un sogno che ritorna piano.
Amore,
Con te,
sotto il sole. Amore mio, stringimi finché il giorno svanirà.
e la sera canterà la nostra storia al mare blu.
E quando chiudo gli occhi
Sento ancora il tuo respiro.
respiro amore con te.
Amore mio, resta qui, mentre il sole cade lento. Positano brilla per noi, come se il tempo si fermasse.
Sotto il sole che cade piano, cammini verso di me. il mare respira lento, come un ricordo che non va via.
Tra le vie bianche di Positano sento il passo del tuo cuore. Ogni brezza porta il tuo nome, leggero come un fiore d'estate.
Amore mio, resta qui, sotto il cielo che arde d'oro,
E nel vento sento te, come un sogno che ritorna piano.
amore,
Con te,
sotto il sole. Amore mio, stringimi finché il giorno svanirà.
e la sera canterà la nostra storia al mare blu.
E quando chiudo gli occhi,
Sento ancora il tuo respiro.
respiro amore con te.
Amore mio, resta qui, mentre il sole cade lento. Positano brilla per noi, come se il tempo si fermasse.
Sotto il sole che cade piano, cammini verso di me. Il mare respira lento, come un ricordo che non va via.
Tra le vie bianche di Positano sento il passo del tuo cuore. Ogni brezza porta il tuo nome, leggero come un fiore d'estate.
Amore mio, resta qui, sotto il cielo che arde d'oro.
E nel vento sento te, come un sogno che ritorna piano.
Amore,
Con te,
sotto il sole. Amore mio, stringimi finché il giorno svanirà.
e la sera canterà la nostra storia al mare blu.
E quando chiudo gli occhi,
Sento ancora il tuo respiro.
Respiro amore con te.
Amore mio, resta qui, mentre il sole cade lento. Positano brilla per noi, come se il tempo si fermasse.
Sotto il sole che cade piano, cammini verso di me. Il mare respira lento, come un ricordo che non va via.
Tra le vie bianche di Positano sento il passo del tuo cuore, ogni brezza porta il tuo nome, leggero come un fiore d'estate.
Amore mio, resta qui, sotto il cielo che arde d'oro.
E nel vento sento te, come un sogno che ritorna piano.
Amore,
Con te,
sotto il sole. Amore mio, stringimi finché il giorno svanirà.
e la sera canterà la nostra storia al mare blu.
E quando chiudo gli occhi
Sento ancora il tuo respiro.
respiro amore con te.
Amore mio, resta qui, mentre il sole cade lento. Positano brilla per noi, come se il tempo si fermasse.
sotto il sole che cade piano, cammini verso di me, il mare respira lento, come un ricordo che non va via.
Tra le vie bianche di Positano sento il passo del tuo cuore, ogni brezza porta il tuo nome, leggero come un fiore d'estate.
Amore mio, resta qui, sotto il cielo che arde d'oro,
E nel vento sento te, come un sogno che ritorna piano.
amore,
Con te,
sotto il sole. Amore mio, stringimi finché il giorno svanirà.
e la sera canterà la nostra storia al mare blu.
E quando chiudo gli occhi,
Sento ancora il tuo respiro.
respiro amore con te.
Amore mio, resta qui, mentre il sole cade lento. Positano brilla per noi, come se il tempo si fermasse.
Sotto il sole che cade piano, cammini verso di me, il mare respira lento, come un ricordo che non va via.
Tra le vie bianche di Positano sento il passo del tuo cuore, ogni brezza porta il tuo nome, leggero come un fiore d'estate.
Amore mio, resta qui, sotto il cielo che arde d'oro,
E nel vento sento te, come un sogno che ritorna piano.
amore,
Con te,
sotto il sole. Amore mio, stringimi finché il giorno svanirà.
e la sera canterà la nostra storia al mare blu.
E quando chiudo gli occhi
Sento ancora il tuo respiro.
respiro amore con te.
Amore mio, resta qui. Mentre il sole cade lento, Positano brilla per noi, come se il tempo si fermasse. 작은 멜로디 거리로 번져 익숙한 골목 낯선 이야기 오늘의 나는 조금 달라 조용한 heartbeat 리듬을 타고 이 밤이 나를 부른다 Slow city light shining tonight Slow city lights feel so right 흘러가는 밤 그 사이로 Slow city lights stay tonight 잠들지 않는 도시의 숨 그 안에서 나는 걸어 조금 느리게 하지만 free Slow city lights Slow city lights Slow city lights Slow feel so right 어제의 시간 멀어지고 Slow city lights I feel 늦은 밤 거리 조용한 리듬 불빛 사이로 흐르는 feeling 사람들 속에 스치는 순간 어쩐지 오늘 가벼운 마음 멈췄던 시간 천천히 움직여 이 밤이 나를 데려가 Slow city lights shining tonight Slow city lights feel so right 흐르는 이 밤 다가가는 Slow city lights hold me tight 바람이 지 Slow city lights, slow city nights, slow city lights, slow feels so right. 어제의 시간 멀어지고 slow city lights, I feel alive. 늦은 밤 거리 조용한 리듬 불빛 사이로 흐르는 feeling 사람들 속에 스치는 순간 어쩐지 오늘 가벼운 마음 멈췄던 시간 천천히 움직여 이 밤이 나를 데려가 Slow city lights shining tonight Slow city lights feel so right 흐르는 이 밤 다가가는 Slow city lights hold me tight 바람이 지나 머리를 스쳐 작은 멜로디 거리로 번져 익숙한 골목 낯선 이야기 오늘의 나는 조금 달라 조용한 heartbeat 리듬을 타고 이 밤이 나를 부른다 Slow city light shining tonight Slow city lights feel so right 흘러가는 밤 그 사이로 Slow city lights stay tonight 잠들지 않는 도시의 숨 그 안에서 나는 걸어 조금 느리게 하지만 free Slow city lights Slow city nights Slow city lights Slow feel so right 어제의 시간 멀어지고 Slow city lights I feel alive 늦은 밤 거리 조용한 리듬 불빛 사이로 흐르는 feeling 사람들 속에 스치는 순간 어쩐지 오늘
Sotto il sole che cade piano, cammini verso di me, il mare respira lento, come un ricordo che non va via.
Tra le vie bianche di Positano sento il passo del tuo cuore, ogni brezza porta il tuo nome, leggero come un fiore d'estate.
Amore mio, resta qui, sotto il cielo che arde d'oro,
E nel vento sento te come un sole